And criminal defense attorney Sam Bassett. Sam, thank you so much for joining both of us here today. Let me ask you, I have applauded the prosecution for walking through every single detail with each of their witnesses and really telling the narrative in every detail for the jury to hear. But now with the drone video, it doesn't really give us any additional information. It gives us a different perspective so you can really put yourself there at the crime scene. Is it too much? Might it lose the jury, or do you think it's compelling to present?
I think it's compelling in a regular case, maybe not quite in this type of case. You don't want to drag things on in too much detail for too long a period of time to lose focus on the issue at hand here. Nobody's questioning that she did a horrible thing, and nobody's questioning it was a terrible act. Now, there was one little piece of testimony about where she put the knife that might be somewhat important on the issue of sanity. She had the wherewithal to hide the knife after the incident, so that could be argued that shows she was in a kind of a state of mind of some rationality. But other than that, a lot of this detail doesn't go to the heart of the issue.
It's interesting. Yeah, I would agree. The officer testified yesterday, Sam, that as he was rolling up towards her, she recognizes him as being a police officer, and that's when she throws the knife down to the side. And that could really say two things. One, she's either trying to hide the knife, or she realizes if she holds on to that knife, that could put her life in danger. And quite frankly, either one of those is not good for her defense.
Sure. Responding, knowing somebody is a police officer and you have to obey their commands, again, shows some level of rational thinking, and that could work against her defense.
And how do you differentiate between she has a mental health illness, we know that, and she may not have been doing well at the time of the incident, versus that next step over the line of, and it meant that she could not understand the wrongfulness of her actions? Is an expert going to be the only way the defense can try to establish that, Sam?
I think so. I mean, that's the main way you establish it. The prosecution in these cases usually emphasizes the horrific nature of the act to kind of tap into the emotions of the jurors who may not want to find her not guilty by reason of insanity emotionally. So the defense's job will be to educate the jury through somebody with a lot of experience in mental health as to how somebody could actually lose a sense of right and wrong due to their mental illness.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you're going to have to explain how, based on what we just talked about, she's in it, right? And then maybe out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
in
in these moments, how they sort of come and go. That's something that I'd be looking for in that expert testimony. All right, Sam, stand by. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more from that Ohio courtroom. So keep it here on Court TV, the front row seat to justice.